This morning we are in for a real treat. I met Miss Antoinette Montague some time ago in the community, and I immediately thought that she would be an exceptional person to participate in the presidential lecture series. And I'm so excited to have her here with us this morning for an exciting performance and informative lecture on the topic, the art of communication and improvisation in everyday life. I won't read her entire bio, which is very impressive, but I will give you a few highlights. She was born and raised right here in Newark, New Jersey. Miss Montague was drawn to music as a young child and influenced by her parents. While influenced by many of the jazz greats such as Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong, Nat King Cole, and Paul Robeson, and she counts jazz legends Etta James as her mentor. She released her first CD in 2006 entitled Pretty Blues, and her most recent work is entitled Behind the Smiles. Antoinette Montague has a love of humanity and music to bring joy to people. She has played most of the major jazz clubs in New York and recently returned from Israel with the 46-piece Ashdod Orchestra as well as the Belgrade Philharmonic Orchestra in Russia. But today she is right here. She is right here in Newark at Essex County College. Please note that Ms. Montague will be selling her CDs following the lecture. The price is normally $10, but if you show your student ID, you can get a discount to $8. She's also donating, listen up carefully, donating 20% of the proceeds back to the college for scholarships. I thank you all for being here, and without further ado, please join me in welcoming Miss Antoinette Montague and the Antoinette Montague Quintet.
inspiration in the nation. That's what we're here for. Who's having a good time? Me. Who's having a good time? We. Swinging and playing the blues. That's what we can use. Come on, Daddy. Good afternoon to Danny Mixon. Good afternoon, Mr. Paul Audrey on the bass. Mr. Bernard Harper is a funny sense of humor. Come on. Improvisation night. So we have many lectures today. We start out with the first slide, please. That is a picture of the very first instrument. Take your right hand and place it over your chest. Breathe. Take one deep breath in. One more out. I know we just got excited, right? You feel the first instrument? What is the first instrument? The heart. Yeah, before there was the drum. That's a picture of an actual heart. So you know when civilization started, where did civilization start? Out of Africa, correct? For those who don't know, we'll check it out on YouTube. But we noticed that warring nations, no doubt, would war with one another, and sometimes do a little biology lesson on one another. And so when they started looking at the heart and the different vessels of it, next lesson, next one. Oh, that's not it. Next one. Started looking and taking shape of what's inside of us that pumps, that breathes. Next. Notice the similarity of what's inside of us as a heart and early drums, etc. Now we can go back 2 slides, please. 1, 2, one more. What is the second instrument that we are all born with? That's right, the voice. Those are the vocal cords. That's them at rest, open wide. And the minute that we begin to speak, those 2 fine chords shut. To the point of where when someone is singing, they open and shut so fast until you could barely catch it. So a luthier is a person that makes instruments. So the ultimate luthier that made the ultimate and first instruments was a pretty heavy luthier. That's the creator, no doubt. Do we disagree? Or do we agree? All right. On to the next thing, on to the next thing. Next slide. Next. 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 There is the birthplace of civilization. Where is that a map of? All righty. And in celebration, dream of a land my ancestors are from. Dream of a place where my heart still hums. There's nothing wrong with my shade of hue. As cool as ever, call it Afro blue. The band will now play Afro blue. Christopher McBride. Music reflects the sounds of nature, the babbling of a brook. Beautiful birds in the air. Beautiful birds playing pianos. What's your instrument? Latin bird's first arrival to Africa. Not. You can imagine great trees rising up. Close your eyes and just imagine. All of our ancestors are we were happy. And then somebody decided, I got a better idea than us doing this work out in the sun. Let's go steal some people and bring them here and let them do the work for us. And we toil. Next slide. Early bass instruments from Africa. See how long this instrument has been around? Next. Next slide. Early guitars. These instruments, as beautiful and new as they seem, based on the vocal cords, based on what became from the ultimate luthier. Next slide. 1, 2, 3, 1. Afro Blue. Round of applause for yourself. And so, in the sun, we toiled, but we had the ability to create a way and a syncopation that helped us work through the day. And every so often we would think about being away from people we were sold away from, including our mothers. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Have you ever felt like that? Nobody's ever felt like. How many people have ever been sad? How many people have ever felt like a mother's child? 5 people. Well, bless the rest of you. Imagine no protection, having to figure out every day, how shall I keep my sanity? The art of improvising is just not new amongst jazz musicians. Human beings have improvised since the beginning of time to figure out how to feed themselves, clothe themselves. And sometimes you just want to hum it and sing. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Oh, sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Oh, sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long way from home. world. As human beings are still traveling from Antarctica, from Africa, and I see so many hues in this very room. This is an incredible place. This place called Essex County College, a great melting pot in the greatest city in the world, Newark, New Jersey. Oh. Now, just shout out where some of you are from. Nigeria, Barbados, Puerto Rico. All right, let me one at a time because we ain't gonna get appreciation of it. Young lady, where are you from originally? Puerto Rico, Morocco, Jamaica, Nigeria, where? Peru, Haiti, Ecuador. How many folks live in the city of Newark? No brick city. I'm not a brick city, no. This is my beautiful garden and my beautiful, I even have a song that I made for Newark. You want to hear it? We're so off paper. Hail to thee, fair Newark, we'll love you, you're the best town. Hail to thee, fair Newark, I love you, you're my town. Come on, sing it. Hail to thee, fair Newark, we love you, you're the best town. Everybody, hail to thee, fair Newark. I don't hear you. Love you. Hello, come on, like me. Hail to thee, fair Newark, we love you. Girls got it. You're the best town. There you go. Hail to thee, fair Newark, we love you. You're now. Hail Essex County College, we love you. You're our school. Hail to thee, Essex County, we love you. You're our school. There we go. Back to slavery. So what we did was something called call and response. How many people are familiar with call and response? So they would do songs like, now I'm going to sing a line and you sing a line. Lord, I keep so busy praising my Jesus. Keep so busy praising my Jesus. Keep so busy praising my Jesus. Ain't got time to die. You ever work that hard that you ain't have time to die? They sang that while they were working hard for free. I never sang that going to work for pay. Pretty good. So what's a good call and response? Just tell us a little bit about your instrument, the drum, and what it means to you as a musician.
The drum means a lot, not just to musicians, to humanity. It's one of the very, very first instruments, and especially in Africa, it was how we communicated. And when slave owners figured that out, they took the drum from us, and then we ended up getting into all different kinds of instruments. But the drum is, that's the language, the heartbeat. It gives us the rhythm of life for everything.
So, we are now. They would use the secret language of music. Just like there are secret languages of music today. How many people are hip to some of the not so cool things that are happening inside of music symbols and signs that you see over the back of screens? And, well, we use them to let each other know in our church services, because we were not allowed to have church services without a master or supervisor being present to listen to everything that we were saying. And so we came up with a beautiful thing inside of the tool that music is, to let each other know that this is the night that we are getting out of town. So the song would go, steal away, steal away, steal away to way home. I ain't got long, 9 o'clock at night, to stay here. How shall I ever get out of town? They would come up with a song that gave people a clue which direction to take north. How many people know follow the drinking gourd? Yeah, the gourd is an important growth in the world. And inside of the stars, there's a cup that has an arrow that points northward. And they would sing to one another the instructions for how to get out of town and away from wherever their slave and bondage was. They would go, follow, follow, follow the drinking gorge. Follow, follow, follow the drinking gorge. Come on, sing with me. Follow, follow, follow the drinking gorge. Follow, follow, follow the drinking gorge. Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. Follow the drinking gorge. A newfound freedom my soul will soon find. Follow the drinking gorge. Oh, follow, follow, follow the drinking gorge. It's history. Follow, and it's still true, because it's still follow the drinking gorge. In the sky. How many people gonna look for the drinking gourd this week? Not down far that south, but go and look it up online, and you might be hip to how humanity actually has been able to follow the stars, the sun, the moon to feed itself, and use music to encourage itself. You know, during the blues era that went in from slavery, there were juke joints that were established because we knew how to work hard. And we created how to play even harder. Every culture got off work. Whether you were in Uruguay, whether you were in Peru, whether you were in Jamaica, everybody had partied when the work was through. So let's have a little bit of, let's go to the next couple of slides, please. The beautiful Fisk Jubilee Singers. Some of our early choirs. How many are beautiful choral directors and choir members? I know that there are some artists in this house. How many are musical artists in the house? How many draw and paint? Not nearly enough. We need to put music back in our schools. We need to put art back in our schools. You notice how every decade there are fewer and fewer of us? That means we have a responsibility to go in and make sure. Take some old instruments out of our closets, play it forward to some disenfranchised children. And if you don't have an instrument and you're near a school that doesn't have it, call them and say, what can we do? Who do we have to write to make sure you get that budget, to make sure the refinement of young children does not erode while wealthy children get that refinement, right? Back to the next thing. Fisk, moving right along, another slide. So we celebrated. And it looked like that in church on Sunday. And it looked like that in the club on Monday through Saturday night. And one of our finest young men here, Mr. Solomon Hicks, give me a little bit of Robert Johnson that would give them some party music and make them feel the same soul that they felt in church on Sunday that we would feel all week long. Hit it. they would do that all night long. Yeah, yeah, Next slide. Round of applause for these young men. I had to put him in because this young man loves this man so much. Me and him had discussions. That is, how many people know who that is? Robert. Write down some of these names. Because the same music that you hear from him, you will hear in the guitar licks that you hear in music, most modern music today. Correct? Everything is not really, really that new. It really started a long time ago. That's Robert Johnson. Next slide. The great Sidney Bechet had streets named after him in Paris, France. It was New Orleans, one of the, excuse me, that's W.C. Handy, excuse me. That's one of the fathers of the blues. Don't act like you knew. Listen, my dress popped open one time on stage. He was the only person that told everybody that all that. W.C. Handy is called the father of the blues, but no one person invented the blues. The blues started in the Mississippi Delta. There were Chicago on fire blueses. But this gentleman wrote a song, sung by the next slide, please. How many folks know who that might be? Nope. That is the first blues singer ever recorded. That is Mamie Smith. Next slide. Anybody know who that is? That's Ma Rainey. This is Women's Appreciation Month. Mom was made fun of because she wasn't the prettiest girl on the block. But there was something about Mom, when she shook that meat on her bones, most skinny gals lost their man. Better recognize. Next slide. We'll go one more over.
Not too cold.
Great Louis Armstrong. And one more over. There you go. The picture of Bessie, well, it was late. But Bessie Smith, one of the greatest blues singers to this day. Women like Janis Joplin revered her, Diana Ross, etc. And she actually got Columbia Records out of bankruptcy. So some of your modern music that you're listening to today is thank you to Bessie Smith. She did a tune called St. Louis Blues. The blues sometimes is a sad thing. Sometimes it's funny to laugh at how sad it is. Like they would say things like, have you ever had the blues so bad till you just wanted to sit on a curbside and weep? But now we're into light and joyful and mystical music. But we got to figure out what once became a little bit. Is that okay to do today? I hate to see that evening sun go down. Yeah, I hate to see that evening sun go down. 'Cause my baby, he done left this town. That was Bessie. Next slide. Anyone who knows who that is? Does anyone know who turns 100 years old on April the 7th? Billie Holiday. It's a setup. This is school. They usually give you the answer in the question, right? Anybody know who that is? Billie Holiday. Guess who turns 100 on the 7th of April? Bingo. You're smart. I'm telling you. Essex County. Billie Holiday. Next slide. Before there were many of the Beyonce photoshops, and some of the other folks that got their pictures taken, etc. Look at Billie up on that cover of Ebony magazine. Isn't she beautiful? And it goes to show you that you have to really do everything that you can to keep yourself up, keep your spirits up, because the baddest person in the world, I mean the sharpest, the most incredible, greatest artist can make a human mistake. So we support each other in love and light, and we keep each other on the right path, then greater things can happen. So, you want to hear God Bless the Child, or you want to hear something upbeat? No. Great, we're going to get a little bit of that, and then we're going to party some more. My godchild is in the house. I haven't seen him in 25 years. Here's to Robert, grandson, and Mama Kathy. Listen, them that's God shed gifts, them that's not shall lose. So the Bible says, and it's still his news. Your mama may have, and your papa may have, and God bless the child that's got his own. Be glad you got your own, yes. Listen, rich relations may give a crust of bread and such. They'll say, come in and help yourself. Just don't take too much. Your mama may have, your papa may have, but God bless the child that has got his own, yeah. most helpful man in the world, called Audrey. And all of them are leaders in their own right. Each and every last one of them. I want you to take their names, look them up, follow them, adopt us. Anybody want to adopt any of us? Not to take you, go home and paint your house or watch your kids, but to be with us. Because we believe in the spirit of oneness in our community. Because God created all music. Do you believe? There's some of it that's a little satanic, but the good stuff, you know, that we allow the drum, well, it was taken from us. But we still fight over the drum and how to beat the drum. And older folks sometimes don't like it. Hip and hop music. I don't like all the hip and hop. I don't like it. Why? I don't know. It makes me feel something. Aggravates me. Music is meant to agitate and make you feel something. But it is all the drum. And we must never debate the heart, the creator of the heart, or the drum. Fair enough? Lesson 101. Want some more fun? It has begun. Is that improvisation? So silly. All right. Any poets around here? Where's a poet? Who does the poetry? Spoken word? Something like that? Can you do something now? Come on, real quick. Can we improvise for real? Every day you wake up in the morning. Do you know exactly how that day is going to go? Do you know who's going to say what to you if you're going to walk out and suddenly spill the orange juice on you and you got to go back or turn the clothes around and, you know, put the orange juice stain in the back? I've done that before. Anybody else? Who else has put the orange juice stain in the back instead of the front where you jacked it up? Oh, you got too many perfect people here. We need to find you some regular people. Y'all regular people? Okay, here we go.
School. When it comes to school, I feel like I'm too cool. At class acting a fool, they call me a buffoon. Staring at the moon, wanna climb you, remind you. Cave shiz up here doing work, got me going berserk. Got a people to do next week. Let me get something to eat. Sandwich, chicken, then I watch the TV. Gotta do some math, algebra, it's not too easy. I'm like, oh no, I gotta work. Oh no, I gotta work. Oh no, I gotta work. Oh no, I gotta work now. Woo! I just got all hype. This music stuff I already like. And I spit stuff that's so tight. Now I'm going off the top. Gotta go back on the block. Got home to do, got music to study. I gotta feel chubby. Well, I'm telling me making my money. Got wallets full of 50s and 20s. It's like, nah, I only got $1. But I live big and flat like a rock waller. H.S., that's the name. And I got game, don't got my chain cause I left it home. But I don't care cause I'm bad to the bone. And I got the drum, saxophone, got my phone, Android core. So I got more, going to the store, buy me some s'mores. But I gotta lose weight so I gotta cook back and know how to act. No more burgers and no more snacks. I'm passing. Wait, I gotta spit something else that's right now. Grab the stand, do a freestyle cause you know I'm the man. Do my dance every day. That's how I do it cause my name is Kid Sign. And I bust a rhyme, freestyling on the top of my mind. Got the snap back, Yankee cap. Alright, I'm about to go back to my seat. Going back to my seat. Going back to my seat. And I'm about to take the microphone with me.
Come back.
In the flagship. I got the flag in the back.
Come back cause you got my mic. Come back cause you got my mic. Come back cause you got my mic. It'll be alright. I want you tonight. Celebrate tonight. But we never know. At this time, some of the new music that I made was with you in mind. When I saw the new protests going on, I was proud that we Americans can still speak out against injustices. And this one song you might hear in Selma marches, but it was something that inspired our souls. And I hope it encourages you inside of going straight ahead. We have something called straight ahead jazz. Well, go straight ahead in your life and don't let anybody turn you around. The song used to go like this. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Gonna keep on marching, keep on talking, walking up the freedom land. Don't let nobody turn you around. Focus on your dreams. Go the higher ground. Don't let nobody turn you around, turn you around, turn you around. Don't let nobody turn you around. Keep on marching, keep on walking, walking up the freedom land. Let me hear you. People like Curtis Mayfield, people get ready. And then the march happened, and people of all races started getting involved with it and making songs of freedom and justice. And there's one called If I Had a Hammer. Anybody ever hear that song? Okay, next two slides over. There you go. That's Frankie Lyman, that was Dizzy. Come on, next. It's Ray Charles. Oh my God. How many people heard Kanye West, I Got a Gold Digger? How many people know that he got most of the lines from Ray Charles? How's it go? I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't messing, never mind that part. But he would say, oh, I got a woman way over time, good to me. Oh yeah, I got a woman way over time, good to me. Oh yeah, give me money when I'm a king. She's a good friend, I guess she is. Indeed, oh, I got a woman way over time, good to me. Hip hop. What he dropped in, but did you ever know it came from this gentleman? All right, next slide. Next slide. There's my boy. Boy, the funniest thing he ever said, and the truest thing he said is, President Bush doesn't like black people, and it stopped the world. If he don't never say another sentence in life, everybody black fell on the couch and said, you know you're not lying. You know? But the truth is that together, the people united will what? Two people know that line. So if the protests happen, I want you to be able to say, the people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never. If you put school at your top priority, the people united will never be defeated. If you make them put art back into the community. People united will never be defeated. I made it up in sort of what he was trying to do. There you go. 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 So how many of us live improvisational lives? Everybody in this room. Okay, one more time. I'm going to turn around like I never asked. How many people live an improvisational life? Every day. What's the best thing you can do when the worst thing happens? Go straight ahead. Be encouraged. Don't let nobody turn you around. And really, in your own loving way, love beyond the surface of the skin and beyond the surface of somebody's money. Ladies and men. Because we've got a lot of couch pimps happening. A lot of people playing Play-Doh or whatever it is on all day long. PlayStation, Play-Doh, play whatever. You know, whatever. All I know is, next slide, next Marvin. Now, just to go to show you how bad it is when you take art out of a school for 30 years. They can't come up with anything on their own but to steal something from 30 years ago. Blurred lines. Blurred line, because he forgot that he said he did it in honor of him one night, and then must have did whatever he did, and the next time said, no, I made it up by myself. The little blurred line. Hands out of pocket on the stage the whole time. That knocked me out the lecture thing. So I just thought about it. What could I give you from my heart? Some things that there's a million artists. There's a million people. Pete Seeger really, really did something. When we were little kids in school, we used to wear out that song, If I Had a Hammer, right? So I decided to redo it for you and teach your children. Because these songs inspire and they're positive. I gave you the dark blues. I'm trying to give you some light. Can I do that? I'm doing it anyway. Ow! Martin Luther King on the Mall of Washington. There was a woman, I'll never forget it. I was 45 years old. Her name was Mahalia Jackson. And she sang a song, How I Got Over. And it blew my mind. But she also sat down afterwards, and as Martin Luther King was giving his speech, that singer, with her powerful voice, said, tell him about the dream, Martin. Tell him about the dream. And that's when he put the papers aside that he had planned to read and did this song. How I got over, how I got over. My soul looks back and wonders how I got over, how we made it over, falling and rising all of these years. My soul looks back and wonders how I got over.
You all have a good time. Y'all can do better than that. They were wonderful. They were marvelous. Antoinette Montague, ladies and gentlemen. I really want to take this time to thanking you for coming. This was truly inspirational. It was a lecture. The musicians are so talented. I wanted to tell our students, this is what we're doing here at Essex County College. And I know I brought in authors, we bring in artists. We're looking to bring in the best to expose you to what you would not normally have outside. Weren't they great? Where would you find them? So we're going to let them take us out on one more tune. And thank you for coming. And please come to the next lecture series. I personally want to thank Professor Patrice Davis. She was over here somewhere. Patrice Davis and her class. And Professor Richard Alston. Where's Professor Alston? He's somewhere. And Professor Leo Johnson, if he's here. Yes? Okay. Oh, that's her cousin. She just her Kai cousin. Okay. They're going to take us out on one more tune, and thank you once again for being here.
So I came up with a jazz superhero that I thought the kids would like. You interested in meeting her? Okay. The mother of rock and roll, first woman to play a Gibson guitar. Well, she passed the music on to Chuck Berry, Elvis Presley, etc. So let's meet Rosetta Tharpe. 1, 2, 3.
New Orleans, way back up in the woods of Montana, way there, still a log cabin made of earth wood, where lived a country boy named Johnny B. Good. He never ever learned to read or write so well, but he can play a guitar as I rang the bell. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go, go.
This young man is keeping jazz alive in Brooklyn. Therapy Wine Bar out in Brooklyn. Look him up. April 10th, I'll be at the Kitano. Mother's Day, I'll be at Menton's Jazz Club. Look me up. Thanks my family, Catherine. Stand up. Mr. Farm. All my cousins. Anybody else showed up? Y'all my family. Thank you very much. I'm Antoinette.